So in 1919, after kicking German asses in the First World War, the winners, which included Britain, France, Japan, US, and other Allied countries, made a treaty in Versailles which basically put all blame for death and destruction on Germany, and Germany, although humiliated, had to accept it. New German government Weimar Republic was under this old man who told everyone to just not make this crazy mustache guy the next leader at any cost, and that's what they exactly did. Nice! Pumping Adolf Hitler from a crazy racist shouter in Munich pubs to the absolute power of the most industrialized country of Europe. Nice! What followed was a few decades of race superiority propaganda, where Hitler was like German race supreme, which was proven wrong by the black American sprinter Jesse Owens in 1936 Olympics in front of Germans themselves. So Hitler was like, "Sorry, Daddy." But he was not sorry. After some time, Hitler did what anyone else would do. Invade Poland with USSR. Thousands of tanks rolled into Poland from both sides, and we are officially into World War II. Yay! After this, Hitler remembered the spanking that Germany had received in World War I from France and the humiliation of the Treaty of Versailles, so he invaded France. In 3 weeks. Without any major damage to his forces. Blitzkrieg. Here's an original photo of the French tanks from that day. Then he made France sign the surrender in the same train carriage that they had made Germany sign it in World War I. Nice! So in a short amount of time, Hitler managed to do what Germany couldn't in the 4 years of World War I. Poland, France, Norway, the Balkan states, Belgium, all were conquered. At this point, a fat British lad told everyone that they will save Europe, but the next day they got their ass beat again by Germans and had to evacuate it. Nolan made a movie about it. Hitler was bored now, so he launched the biggest invasion in human history into Soviet Russia, Operation Barbarossa. With lightning speed, they conquered eastern states of USSR and were capturing Soviets by millions every other week. At this point, Hitler took a break and danced on disco lights for a minute to celebrate. Everything looked easy from here, but their ally Japan decided to bomb Pearl Harbor and the mighty US of A joined the war. Not nice. By this time, the Russian invasion had gone bad, German soldiers were trapped in snow and a big part of the army surrendered in Stalingrad, destroying any chance of reaching Moscow and winning the war for Germans. Russians were now finally ready for fighting back, and German allies Japan and Italy were as good as dead and of no use. With Americans coming from one side and Russians kicking German asses back to Berlin from the other, it was clear it was over, but Hitler didn't hear no bell, they say. The race to Berlin was on. Hitler's ears might have not heard any bell, but they heard a bullet rip through his skull as he shot himself with his iconic quote, "Hitler out, sorry for the troubles."